Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So, God willing, today I would like to talk about Ramadan and the Night of Destiny. We understand that God tells us that we're supposed to fast in the month of Ramadan, and the first day of Ramadan was on the 11th of March, 2024, in the year 2024. And we can see that based on the timing for the moonrise and the local sunset. If the moonrise is before the sunset, then the Ramadan starts on the following day. Otherwise, it starts the day after. And so since the moonrise was at 1 a.m. on March 10th and the sunset on March 10th was at 6:58 p.m., since the moonrise was before the sunset, first day of Ramadan was observed on the 11th of March, 2024. So God tells us in the Quran in Surah 2, verse 185, says, Ramadan is the month during which the Quran was revealed, providing guidance for the people, clear teachings, and the statute book. Those of you who witness this month shall fast therein. Those who are ill or traveling may substitute the same number of other days. God wishes for you convenience, not hardship, that you may fulfill your obligations, and to glorify God for guiding you, and to express your appreciation. So the important thing here is that this is the month that God has given to us as a gift, so we can glorify God for guiding us and for appreciating Him. We appreciate Him and thank God for these gifts that He has given us, and we submit cheerfully. We do these commandments cheerfully. We observe our fasting cheerfully, not as a chore, not as we're doing someone a favor, and not bragging about it or, making a big fuss about it, letting everybody know that you're fasting or being grumpy, etc. As we understand that, people commonly do that in many countries, people, so-called Muslims specifically. So God has made as a gift for us, and then we understand that it came to us from Abraham along with Salat, Zakat, fasting, and Hajj. And we understand that there are several benefits of observing fasting, several benefits that are related to our mental health and our physical health. And, the science is catching up to it, and scientists and doctors are constantly blogging about the benefits of intermittent fasting and how it helps the body, how it helps the hormone levels, how it helps the metabolism, how it helps to detoxify the body, how it helps to prevent reduce inflammation in the body and so forth, so many benefits, right? But what they don't understand is the spiritual benefits. The biggest benefit of fasting come with, the spiritual benefits, which is, the body taking control of the soul. The whole year, our body's telling our soul what to do. Our body wants food, body wants clothes, body wants to sleep. So we're constantly, the soul is constantly almost like a slave to the body, but now it's time for the soul to take control of the body, and tell the body what to do. The body wants food, but the soul says, no, it's time for me to eat, which is the soul, for me to grow my soul, it's for me to fast, and the body has to follow, and it's taming the wild horse, as the Messenger of the Covenant puts it. And it's a chance for us to remember God, as we're fasting, remember why we're doing it, and it helps us remember God. So then comes the Night of Destiny. Night of Destiny is an important night of Ramadan, and the Night of Destiny this year is on the 5th of April, 2024. So, and if for this year, if you add the dates and the month and the year, adds up to be a multiple of 19 as well. So the Night of Destiny is an extremely important night for all the submitters. It is a night in which the code of our guidance, the Quran, was revealed from the Lord of the universe to Prophet Muhammad. And the Quran was revealed in Ramadan, God says in 2:185, and the submitters celebrate the night of destiny on the 27th night of Ramadan, right? And so it's important to highlight here what the celebration is, right? The celebration is not like singing and dancing and having fun, right? The celebration is to cheerfully celebrate and rejoice the gift that God has given us by commemorating him and worshiping him throughout the night, right? The idea is to mindfully remember God so we can grow our souls. The more you think about God, the more you remember him, the more your soul's going to grow, right? And God describes this night as better than 1,000 months. So during this night, the angels and the Spirit descend therein by God's leave to carry out every command. This is in 97, 1 through 5. And God sends down the angels, and the angels go down to the earth and see people worshiping God alone, and so they're able to, answer. God is able to answer the prayers. God allows this night to be the night where prayers are answered, so if you have anything wrong with your body or your soul or anything, that bothers you, anything that's, you need from God, whatever it is, you ask God for it, right? I mean, and asking God for anything, even the material things, is a way of worshiping God alone. So we ask God for things, and whatever it is that we need: forgiveness, mercy, guidance, all these things, and redemption, most importantly. It says, in the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, we revealed it in the night of destiny. And the footnote says, the Quran was placed into Muhammad's soul on the 27th night of Ramadan, 13 BH, before Hijrah. See also 17.1, 44.3, 53, 1 through 18, and Appendix 28. How awesome is the night of destiny? The night of destiny is better than 1,000 months. The angels and the Spirit descend therein by their Lord's leave to carry out every command. Peaceful it is until the advent of the dawn. So if you see here, I mean, the way night of destiny has been mentioned in the surah, right? The night of destiny, so revealed in the night of destiny. How awesome is the night of destiny? The night of destiny is better than 1,000 months. So when you think about the peculiar way in which it is mentioned, like typically when you say, we revealed in the night of destiny, how awesome is that night? That night is better than 1,000. But you see, it's constantly talking about the night of destiny, and it's particularly being mentioned in the first, second, and third verses, right? And we understand why later on. And because it's all mathematically composed, so we have the mathematical confirmation, the proofs are found by reflecting on the special numerical composition of the Quran, and people who have been looking for this night, people have been trying to find out when the night of destiny is for centuries, and they're not able to get the actual night because they think that it's on one of the odd nights, but they end up also messing up the day when they start the fasting, so they never get to it, right? And then they think it's on the odd night, so if they miss one night and then looking for the odd nights, they're never going to get it, right? But we have the mathematical proof from God that tells us with certainty that the night of destiny is on the 27th night of Ramadan. And the mathematical code of the Quran spells it out for us, very elaborately, as you will see in this presentation. So we see when it says the night of destiny is better than 1,000 months, right? So if you think about 1,000 months, it means that one night is better than 1,000 months. 1,000 months is 83.33 years, or one night is better than 30,435 days, right? Or 30,435 nights, or better than 445 hours times 435 days, actually. All right. So every hour is better than 91,000 hours. more than 91,000 hours. And every second of this great night is greater than 5 million seconds. So every second we say Subhanallah or Allah, it counts for more than 5 million Subhanallahs, right? And we know, God knows how many of our sins will be wiped out based on Surah 11, verse 114, which says that the righteous works wipe out the evil works, right? So God tells us in Surah 97, this is the verse, it says, the night of destiny is better than 1,000 months. In Arabic, Laylatul Qadri khayrun min alfi shahr, right? So if we add the geometrical value of Laylatul Qadr, which is 410, and the geometrical value of 1,000 months, alf shahr, 616, we get 19 times 27 times 2. So this is a clear sign that 1, the night of destiny is better than 1,000 months, and 2, it's on the 27th night of Ramadan. And see, the multiple here is 19 times 27 times 2, right? So amazing, subhanAllah. Praise be to God. Also in Surah 97, Al-Qadr, it is interesting to see that God mentioned Laylatul Qadr, the night of power, a phrase that consists of 9 Arabic letters, exactly 3 times in 97, 1, 2, and 3. So 9 letters times 3 verses in we just mentioned. So 9 times 3 is 27, which means it is the 27th night of Ramadan. Then we see that Surah 97 consists of exactly 30 Arabic words, as if it were referring to the days of the month. If you were to start counting the words, then you will find that the 27th word is it or hiya, as if God is telling us that the 27th night is it, that it is the 27th night, right? So the word it or hiya is the 27th word in the surah, which consists of 30 words. So this is a hint for us that it's the 27th night of Ramadan. Also, the geometrical or value of Laylatul Qadr is 410. The 9 Arabic letters make up this phrase, and they have the following values. So this is the geometrical value of Laylatul Qadr, which adds up to be 410, right? So if we add 410, the total of the above numbers, plus the surah number, which is 97, and the verse numbers in which Laylatul Qadr occurs, which is 1, 2, and 3, we get 513, or 19 times 27. Then, in the entire Quran, the expression Laylatul Qadr occurs only in Surah 97, in verses 1, 2, and 3. So if we add 97 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, we get 103. And 103 is the 27th prime number. So this is a clear sign again that surah and the verse numbers point to the 27th night of Ramadan. In the same way, if we include the unnumbered Bismillah in 97, so surah 97 then has 6 verses. You have 1 unnumbered verse, and then you have you have 5 numbered verses. So we get 97 plus 6, which again is 103, which is again the 27th prime number. If we add the number 27 to the geometrical value of Laylatul Qadr, we get 437, or 19 times 23. That is another sign that it's the 27th night, because we are adding the number 27 to the geometrical value of Laylatul Qadr. So if we added any other number, that wouldn't be a multiple of 19. Okay. So if we look at the last verse of Surah 97, where it says, peaceful it is until the advent of the dawn. This is the last verse in the Quran that refers to the night of destiny. So the geometrical value of this verse is 1026, which is 19 times 27 times 2. Again, confirming that the night of destiny is the 27th night and that it is peaceful until the advent of the dawn, which again is the same total as the geometrical value of the night of destiny plus 1,000 months, meaning that the night of destiny is better than 1,000 months. Also, if we consider the structure of the surah, it is the surah number 97. It has 5 verses, and the only number mentioned is 1,000, which is in verse 97:3. So the night of destiny is better than 1,000 months, right? So if we add these numbers, we get 97 plus 5. So 97 is the surah number, plus 5 is the number of verses, and plus 1,000 is the number that is mentioned. So that kind of makes up a mathematical structure. So if we add these numbers, we get 1102 or 19 times 58. Also, if we add the surah number 97 plus all the verse numbers, so 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, plus number 9 for the month of Ramadan, plus 27 for the night of destiny, plus 410, the geometrical value of the night of destiny, plus 1,000 months, we get 1558 or 19 times 82. So now we understand that the Quran was revealed to Muhammad on the 27th night of Ramadan. So on the 9th month in the Islamic calendar. So if we add the geometrical value of the verses in Surah 97, 1 through 5, we get 6,731. Then we add the geometrical value of Muhammad, because it was revealed to Muhammad, we get 92. Then the month of Ramadan, we add 9. For the night of destiny, we add 27. You get 6,859, which is 19 times 19 times 19. Subhanallah. So one might wonder, well, what about the geometrical value of surah title and the Bismillah at the beginning of the surah? So if we add the geometrical value of the verses in the surah, also including the unnumbered Bismillahs, we get 7,517. So we get 7,517, and we add the geometrical value of Muhammad, which is 92, plus the month of Ramadan, 9, plus the night of destiny, 27, plus the geometrical value of Al-Qadr, not Laylatul Qadr, Al-Qadr, which is the title of the surah, which is 335. Adding all the above, we get 19 times 420 of 7,980. We understand that Surah 97 is titled Destiny, Al-Qadr. Ramadan is the 9th month in the lunar calendar. Night of Destiny is the 27th night. So if we add 97 plus 9 plus 27, we get 133 or 19 times 17. Praise be to God. So if we put the surah number 97, followed by each verse where the night of destiny occurs, the verse number, the number of letters, and the geometrical value of the verse, followed by number 9, the month of Ramadan, and 27, the night of destiny, side by side, we get this long number. So we write 97, which is the surah number. Then we write the verse number, which is 1, 2, or 3, right? So we write 1 for the first verse. Then we write the number of letters in that verse, which is 20. Then we write its total geometrical value. So we do that for the first verse, for the second verse, for the third verse, side by side. Then we add 9. Then we also put 9 side by side and 27. Side by side, 9 for the night of destiny and 27 for the 27th night of Ramadan. And we get this number, which ends with a 27, of course, but it's a multiple of 19. 19 times this long number, right? So obviously, that means that it's the 27th night, because if it wasn't 27, that number would not be a multiple of 19. Praise be to God. So here is a table where we have all the verse numbers and then the number of letters and the geometrical value of each one of these verses where Night of Destiny is mentioned by name. So the phrase Laylatul Qadr, or Night of Destiny, occurs in these three verses with the total number of letters, 20, 19, and 20 respectively. Total of 59 letters, has a total geometrical value of 3,354. So Ramadan is the 9th month in the lunar calendar. The Night of Destiny is the 27th night. So if we add 59, which is the total number of letters in these three verses, plus 9 plus 27, we get 95, or 19 times 5. So Surah 97 has 5 verses. The phrase Laylatul Qadr appears 3 times in the surah, each with a geometrical value of 410, right? So if we sum up the 410 3 times, which is for the 3 times it's mentioned, so 410 plus 410 plus 410 is 1230. And Ramadan is the 9th month in the calendar, and the Night of Destiny is the 27th night. We add them, we get 1,368, or 19 times 72. So 97, which is the surah number, plus 5, which is the total number of verses, plus the geometrical value of Laylatul Qadr mentioned 3 times, so 1230, or 410 plus 410 plus 410, plus 9 for the month of Ramadan, plus 27 for the 27th night. We get 1,368, or 19 times 27. SubhanAllah. So this is what I wanted to share. Absolutely, this is a blessing from God. We understand that this is the most important night of the year for us. It is better than 1,000 months. It is peaceful until the advent of the dawn, and the angels descend on this night with carrying out all of God's commandments and answering the prayers of the believers by God's leave. And it's an important night for us to stay up and commemorate God as much as possible and think about God. Obviously we can remember God in any way we want, but it's important for us to know that we have to remember God mindfully. As we're saying words to commemorate God, we understand what we're saying, we try to mean them, and the more we mean them, the more it's going to help us grow our souls, right? And it's a blessing from God, so may God allow us to get the best out of this night, and may God accept it from us. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all.